For now, though, ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa spent the past weekend in KwaZulu-Natal as part of the party's National Working Committee. This comes as the ANC is battling to revive its support in the province, particularly in eThekwini. The region has in the past local government elections suffered a drop in voter support. We're now joined by Dr Fikile Vilakazi, a political analyst, to reflect on the weekend's developments and what the president said. Thank you very much, Doc, for your time this afternoon. So yesterday, in addressing some members who used to be with the DA coming into the ANC fold, the president of the ANC in his capacity as president of that party said that millions and millions of South Africans actually have hope in the ANC and that people of this country actually believe in the ANC delivering and changing things around. Firstly, what do you make of his visit to that province, and what should we understand about the politics of KwaZulu-Natal where the ANC is concerned?
Good afternoon, Dudu, and to viewers at home. As we know, fellow South Africans, KwaZulu-Natal is one of the provinces that is deeply troubled post the floods, post the July unrest, but also recently because of governance issues, particularly at eThekwini. It's a province that is currently even dealing with scandals of fraudulent qualifications of members in within the province. So the issues that are troubling the province as the ANC top National Working Committee visits are really of deep nature. And these are issues that are affecting South Africans in general, of service delivery. The people of KwaZulu-Natal, since the floods, there are people who have not tasted water. This is not a rhetoric. This is reality. When you go some places in KwaZulu-Natal, taps are dry, pipes have been destroyed by the floods, and they've never been corrected. We are talking now, there is a family member that has lost a driver who fell into a ditch of a road that had split after the floods, which had not been reconstructed. So those are the issues in KwaZulu-Natal. And of course, those are issues of general service provision. And inside the ANC itself, you are dealing with a leadership of the ANC in the province that is facing dwindling support. They were just by elections, as we speak, to about 12 of them that had happened in the province. The ANC only managed to garner about 4 of those. So as the National Working Committee was visiting the province, and I think their visit finishes today, they were trying to also support some of the by-elections that are happening so that perhaps, some of the people like Umamuno Mvulamkonyane, Fikile Mbalula, and President Paul Mashatile, who are there, may be perhaps influential in gathering e-votes. But we know, Duduzile and fellow South Africans, that EDA and Inkatha Freedom Party are really working hard to strengthen their coalition in KwaZulu-Natal to remove ANC from power. And that kind of coalition is gaining momentum, as I've said now. The IFP has regained some of the votes that they'd lost over time since 1999. So those are the issues that are facing the ANC at the moment as we speak. And the President, in his conversations and talking to people in Phoenix and addressing also the executive members of the ANC, was trying to say that the ANC is still an organization that is supported by the people of South Africa and so on. But I think in that analysis, the President is blinded by the fact that the ANC has dismally failed to adhere to its policy, by the way, that it developed in 2001, which is called an eye of the needle. And one of the things that policy says is that leaders of the ANC have got to lead by example, and they have to be able to deliver services to the people, which they have not done. So, and we know that this visit is about preparation for 2024. 2024 is coming. The ANC has got historically KwaZulu-Natal, particularly eThekwini municipality, is the biggest votership of the ANC. And now that votership is being divided, the ANC is trying to see if they can rekindle that fire. But I think that they are just really blowing air
Dr. Vilakazi,
into the sky.
Yeah, because yesterday we heard the assertion by the president of the ANC that millions and millions of South Africans have hope in the ANC. So essentially, are you saying that's delusions of grandeur? Because he also went on to compare the ANC to the apartheid government, saying that, well, we have done so much, whereas the apartheid government divided people, the ANC has brought people of all spaces and races together. And so this assertion that people still have hope in the ANC when you take a look at the 2024 general elections and this nostalgia, or this always going back into time and talking about what the ANC used to do, can we correlate what they used to do and what they are doing now? And if we can, does it make sense?
Look, there is a discord. President Cyril Ramaphosa is correct to say there was a time at which the African National Congress managed to fight for liberation in the country. And that is how we ended apartheid, right? Time existed in the country. And that is what we are saying as analysts and the citizens of South Africa. We managed to achieve political freedom to a certain extent, not fully. And I think it's fair to acknowledge that. But that ANC is an ANC of yesterday. The ANC that went to KwaZulu-Natal today and the ANC that's leading the country today is a new ANC that is corrupt, is a new ANC that failed to deliver services to the people of South Africa since 1998. So it's a different kind of an ANC that led the liberation struggle. I do not know what has happened inside the ANC, but you can hear it's not just me that is saying that. Even members of the ANC themselves are saying that. We don't have that ANC anymore. And I think to continue that rhetoric is to be delusional, is to continue really to resist the reality of South Africans and the political changes that have happened even within the ANC itself. We don't have that ANC anymore. People of South Africa had loved the ANC before. We've been in that place before, but that love is gone. That trust is eradicated. That trust has been really stifled by the ANC itself, and they're failing to regain that trust in the eyes of the public, in the hearts of the masses of the people. And that is the work that the ANC needs to do, and realize that we have lost touch with the people. Go back to the eye of the needle and say, what is it that we've done wrong? And I don't know if the ANC is even at this point, to do Zile and fellow South Africans, able to self-correct, because we have been saying this. Right? 2021 was a test to say perhaps we can correct, but they didn't. The voters spoke and said, we do not want you in power anymore. We want you at least to share power with the people. 2024 is coming. A lot of things, simple things like getting houses to the people. The president is talking about the ANC that has given RDP houses to the people. Go to the conditions of those houses and tell me, if a dignified human being can live in a house like that. The president is talking about having given services to the people. Go to communities and ask me about sanitation. Look at the fact that people are drinking water with cows and dogs. They are living around that in our communities. Issues of hygiene have been compromised. I don't want to, the list is so long, right? And the ANC has just got to look through the window. The president is talking about the Minister of Electricity that must eat and even sitting in the toilet actually think about electricity. But in the next couple of days, the country could plunge into darkness. You know what I mean? So the president is delusional. And I'm saying this with due respect to our honorable president. And I'm talking here the president in the context of the ANC. The ANC is blinded. The ANC is not listening. And the eye of the needle says the leadership of the ANC must be a kind of a leadership that is able to listen and learn and unlearn from citizens. But they're not doing that. And for me, it's about timing. ANC must really ask themselves, what time is it? We are no longer a liberation movement that we used to be as the ANC. And I'm saying we here referring to the ANC. That time is gone. Something has emerged. Something has come into the political landscape. The ANC has got to redefine itself in relation to what is happening now and stop being delusional about the role that they played in the liberation struggle. The context of South Africa has changed politically. We require a different ANC, a different DA, a different EFF, a different political environment to be able to move South Africa into a different place. And if the president continues to speak in the manner that he did in KwaZulu-Natal, quoting the gains of the RDP when Nelson Mandela was there, there's discord there. There's discord. Let us come back to reality. Let us stop being idealistic. And I'm saying this to the ANC and to the leadership. Stop being idealistic. Let us be realistic.
Dr. Fikile Vilakazi is a political analyst. Thank you very much, Doc, for your time this afternoon.